Hello, I think I will make my just a moment. Kum, I think just a moment, just a moment. Okay, I say, I say, thank you very much. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for the day. Was this week was a little bit hot. Oh, it was hot, people, and there's a lot of people in our country can stand it. The heat. But okay, we are here. I'm here. You are here. And you watch me, and I speak to you, I talk to you, and you must come back with your comments also. That is Tuesday, Tuesday evening, and I'm still busy now with my uh, life for this week. There's a lot of people who still watch my videos every day, but I'm not sure why they don't subscribe. That is the main point because there's a lot of news in the world. Countries post, people post, uh, others subscribe, others just watch. But okay, that is my feeling now. So you must support each other, man, to subscribe to the channels and to speak to each other. And here there's a lot of people. I see, yeah, I saw there's countries, uh, Germany, uh, the States, United States, uh, a lot of people, Turkey, Turkish people also on my on my channel, and I knew there's sometimes I spoke certain points, and then people think, no, 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 I think I will resign from the website. I will resign. So I'm finished because our heart is not in the same place, you know. You like that country, and you like this, and I don't like it. I don't love it. So I think the best for me is to go from your channel. And you see, they still said nothing, but oh, the only thing is they unsubscribe, and that is that. And I watched my other friend. Oh no, 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 a few minutes ago, I watched him. His his channel, and he's still at that moment on 2,500 plus subscribers. And yeah, I am struggling still with my 1,000. No, not 1,000, my 855 subscribers. Sometimes I wasn't on 800, sorry, I wasn't 850, 50, uh, 5, a few months or so ago, yeah, or less than a few months ago. I was already there, and suddenly I stuck. People resign, this, and maybe they go and watch other people's channels or so. And then here I am still now with my 1,000 subscribers. But okay, friends, that is fine. That is life. That is life. So don't worry about who want to watch my videos and who didn't, because that is alright. People got his own feelings, his own mindsets, his own beloved friends and so on. And that is it. I said hear me wrong now. It's a little bit odd. The weather is a little bit cloudy, not cloud for rain, just cloud from the warmth, you know. And that is still there was a few little rainfall tomorrow when I stood up. I saw that was a little bit wet on the ground and above it, but okay, that after a few hours it is dry up and it is still hot. Now I sit in my room, close doors, because in our room is a lot of no, I look now yards, gardens, or the places that there's not much trees or but people there's a lot of grass in some people's yards. A few of the or us make with our garden, plant plants, plant trees over the years, and so others don't want to plant. They make pigments and sorry. Okay, and then they make other ways how they like their gardens. Some people don't want, they don't like plants, they don't like nature. Everywhere where you watch and you look, there is pavements, cement, and so on. So there's no plants in the yards of the gardens, and that is their life. And what happened now a few days ago in Venezuela? Uh, I cannot say I have my own concern, but I think I will keep it for myself because I'm afraid when I speak now about, or I talk about how I feel about that situation, some of the people will feel bad and some of them may feel good. So I think the best for me is to keep my mouth shut. And the other thing is, the other problem is this government from us, the South African government. They must stay away from other people's problems. That is our biggest problem. Because in these countries, it is worse. It's chaos. But every time when something happens in other countries, South Africa put his mouth in that people's business. And that is a very, very dangerous thing they've done every time they've done it. Or no, it's not Israel or it's Iran or United States of Venezuela or whatever country they are in. They keep not shut their mouths. If they look after our people here in the country and they give us a better lifestyle, you know, then I think then they have a point because they can show the other countries, look how good are we in South Africa, look our life, our living style. But no man, every time they steal around. I knew that song from church what they call it serious business. And while they sing that song, they say the government stealing their own. It's not theirs. It is ours, of the people in the country. They stole our goods in the way of money, laundries, and so on. And they sold our resources to other countries, you know. And now they make enemies to certain countries. I don't want to speak about that, but they make enemies to certain countries. Countries who could help us in time, in bad times. And every time the government go over to other countries and they go there and I'm not sure what they talk, what they speak about it or how you ask it or call it. And then they have a lot of money there. Not in the line of money, but I'm not sure what is the way how they collect it. And I heard they say it's so something billions or something like that. And then when they brought it here, I don't know how it worked, but the people don't see it on the ground. We are still hungry. We are still hungry. The power is still a big problem. It's not load shedding, but the power is sky high. Some places pay water. We are not paying water. Yeah, we pay water in Western Cape, but it's not that. But others have bigger problem. They must move, drive water by trucks, and people must come to that bunkers, and they must fill their cans or whatever, fill it there, and then go home. But we are lucky we have taps in the houses, and we can wash, and we can swim, everything. But that is the people who stay in that regions, bad regions. And after something go with the voting side, okay, they vote for the ruling part, but nowadays they find out now it is not worthy because they can see what happened now. And what is the baddest thing? The foreigners came from their countries, they enter in South Africa from the open borders. Now what they say we will build a wall, a 1.5 high wall. That is that is not high. But they will build a wall now, and then for the people from Mozambique and so on, but they must keep them outside. But there's the other place there in the Limpopo River. The Zimbabweans came through that borderline. If they and nobody stopped them. There was now on the big days in the Christmas time, there was a few thousand kids there who came illegal in illegal, yeah, in South Africa. But what about the other millions who stay already in the country? And now the people came here and say, no, we want land. They want land in our country. They say they are not afraid of anyone. But the government say nothing. Let Cyril Ramaphosa, he came to your countries and you respect him so, Mr. President. He's not worried about our people. And then the other thing, they sold our land. They sold it to other countries. And new places in the waterfront. In the waterfront is sold for millions of rands a long time ago in the Cape Town. People like Arabian people, rich people, they come there, they bought their places, or hotels, and the other places here, they bought the places. And I think they bought the places for a few millions or hundred thousands, and then they built estates on their places, big estates. And you cannot go to the places if you don't have an ID, identification. If you don't have something like that, you cannot go inside. Or when you have a crime, you cannot go in that area because that is elite people who stay there. But what about that people who are also criminals in other countries? And they came here and they bought themselves a home there, of a place there, of an estate, whatever they want. And they start the other life here in South Africa. What about them? Nothing. The people is bad. It look alright. It look fine. And then you know the other thing, the people stay here. They live in bad conditions on their places. Still rubbish everywhere on open spaces. They throw it there, and the municipality come and they clean the places. Then after a few days, the people came and do the same thing again and again and again. And then the place are so bad. And when we look to other countries, I heard they say Bangladesh is the not the baddest place to not the bad from the ugliest place, where you don't clean your places and you throw the rubbish outside, and that they say Bangladesh is number one in the world. I'm not sure because I'm not from there. I don't know about other countries. It's a mess. They think it's a mess in that place where you move there. It's a mess. In Africa also, places look bad and stink, and that is why the people got ill, you know, because people don't care anymore. And then there's the other thing, that we call it the democratic right. That is the main thing. Every people want democracy, a right to be do this, the right to be do that. And then it's my right to throw rubbish anywhere I want to go. That's my right. Nobody can tell me. That is the mindset of most of the people, except especially sorry people, South African people. Sorry, but I must say, except for the people, the black people and the colored people. The white is not so worse. White is not so worse. They clean their places. They are very respectable people in the line of cleaning. Not for manners. There's a lot of other youngsters I knew them. They call us sir, uncle, aunt for the other races. They call us that. There's a few of them they call us hey Jan, hey Koos, and Gert, but others are respectable to the new generation from them. But there's a lot of the oldest people they call you still Jan and Koos and Gert and Hannes and Thomas and whatever they want to call you. That is it. And but I must respect the white people because they can okay they know how to rule a country. Yeah, that is it. And they are not in the line of dictators. They are not that people. They take good other people, white people. They take good other people. There's also a little bit. I met a few of them. I had big problems with them, but okay, that's over. And now, while the country is in such a mess like now with some Zimbabweans, and the ones they say it's their country, they want need land. The Indian, not the Indians, the Somalian people who rock play boats, mm, car, uh, Pirates of the Caribbean. They come here, they came here, and they have shops, spada shops everywhere. While you see the spada shop, if it is not a Somalian, it is a Nigerian or whatever. And then the Pakistanis they move more in the towns, yeah, the towns, the big shops, they still there. And the other people in the shops there, we call that style. That's time ago, we call it. We go to town. That shops they move now. They move to estates or to malls. Yeah, to malls. The Pakistanis also move to malls, And they sell now Oka flavor, Oka pipes. And that Oka pipe, you know that thing with a pipe in it. And the people do now other thing now. They throw ganja and marijuana. They throw it in the Oka flavor. And then they smoke. So this is bad people. And the main thing is drunk. The people drank them every day. You call it canteens. You know, not the canteen was bottle store. Yeah, the other name is bottle store. And the Japanese came here. Yeah, the Japanese. And they open bottle stores and they sell wine in our colored places there. And the trucks from SAB, yeah, South African breweries, they came here and was lots of beers and they bought the beers private and then the beer they sold it to the people. And things got so worse that the people now use dustbins. Yeah, they use dustbins to move it from one place to another place. And they put that case with a trunk inside in the dustbin and they stood to the houses. And that weight are so heavy because they put four from that cases inside, four cases. And one people they drag it to their houses far away. And that wheels cannot last. And when when you look, you see there like a dustbin, an empty dustbin without the wheels or without the cover, you know. And then when that happens, the people go there and they steal other people's dustbins, like the library. And every, I think one time in a week, maybe one day or Friday or whenever they empty the dustbins. Yeah, the truck come to empty the dustbins. You must watch it. The time the bins stand there outside the library, they're outside the gate. You must watch that bin because their people came through and they took one of the dustbins and they moved with it to their homes. And they sell that dustbin to certain people. And then people don't worry, they don't mind. And then they got a new dustbin. And then the library said was a problem because once they have six husbands or whatever, and now they have four or five, three, now they must bought a new one. People don't worry, the people don't worry, my friend. That is life in our land, in that country. I may tell you, it is bad, and that is why the tourists don't want to come to our regions. They still go there by the farms, the wine farms, um, and they do wine tasting, where the owners of the wine land is such a small shops, souvenirs. They bought them a souvenir, there, small souvenir. And when they go back to their countries, they took it with them and they tell their loved ones. I bought that souvenir in South Africa at that white wine farm or whatever, and the people like it. It's close very nice because it's handmade. But that is only most of them are only white farms. I have nothing with other people. I'm nothing against you. It's just how things go in South Africa. And then the tourism they go to Franschhoek, where France, French, yeah, where the French Huguenots, once in the 70s or so, came to South Africa and they go to and they start the Franschhoek area, Franschhoek, and the town. And there's also a place, places where the people sell paintings and other stuff there. And then the other thing is the Somalis, Nigerians, Zimbabweans, they came here. Most of them are Zimbabweans. Yeah. They came here in France, Nigerians, and they make that elephant from wood and then lion from wood. Other deep fried from South Africa, and other things was wires, tins, wood. They make them and they sell it there in France in stores there. And when you came there, you were people who stay in that place in France or Stellenbosch or wherever. You know, we are standing here, it's our place, and then there's no work. Our people, there's no work because the people came from their countries. They took our work. Not so in this. The main thing is they came here for business. Yeah, they came here for business, and we stay here. And we don't worry about business because when it goes night, go to my house, go to bed. There's someone who work for me, so I'm not worried about. That is a feeling of most of our people. And except the people who have work and who have big jobs with big money, but the other people, the lower class, they are people who get it very worse. And then the people in other countries came here and they took that money uh, out of South Africa back to their homelands. They took the money because when the tourists come, they ask, uh, what is the price? And they give the price, and the people, they, oh, that is fine. They pay in, some pay in dollars, some pay in that country's currency, rand or so. And the people are not stupid. They took their money to the bank and they exchanged it, and then they are happy with the money. So we are still here at home, sit in the sun, gossip on the over the wall with the neighbor's wife or neighbor, or whatever. And after that, the people move to their homes, and there you are, nothing to eat. That is the place. That is why things are so bad in this country. And now the government don't look back. They fill their pockets with money, big money. Every year they paid a lot of money, and the citizens stay hungry. Friends, that is my life for tonight. Okay? Uh, Thank you for not listening to my life, but also thank you for you who watch my life after as well. Have a nice day, and I will see you on the next day. Maybe with yeah, no, not maybe, because I still want my 30 minutes full. And the other thing is, man, subscribe. That is the main point. I want you to subscribe to my channel because I want my 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2026. That is my main goal. And every time when you watch my video or whatever you do, ask questions. Ask me something or say something, and then we can start a conversation and we can learn what the other people's languages are or what our needs are. That is the main thing. So thank you very much, man. I will stop now, but I will come back to you tomorrow or so. Thank you. Bye.